So we're going to talk about depression and suicide. The Center for Disease and Control and Prevention in 2020 reported suicide as the 10th leading cause of mortality in the United States, and it is the second cause of death between those aged 10 to 24 years of age.
So 13.3% of people aged 12 to 17 are experiencing depression or depressive episodes. 17% have seriously considered suicide, and of those considering or attempting, 2.6 to 1 is the ratio of men to women who are successful in going through with committing suicide. So suicide is the second leading cause of death in U.S. youth, and bullying is a major contributor in a lot of these cases. Cyberbullying has also majorly added to this problem in more recent years. 3.2 million American teens experience depression or depressive episodes, which is a major amount of the population. Research suggests that Generation Z is the loneliest generation yet due to stress and poor coping skills. This is also possibly added on to by the stress and large presence of social media. Common stressors include the news, family dysfunction, high-stakes testing, and peer bullying.
So gifted students are another set of students that people often forget about. Some common stressors include the ones that we previously said, and maladaptive perfectionism and unrealistic academic expectations. These can be caused by parents, teachers, or peers, or even just themselves. Gifted students may be better at hiding learning and mental difficulties and are often viewed as different. And gifted students believe they are only relevant because they excel academically. So an Oregon study showed what the effect of having mental health services in the schools. So during the study, they studied 168 public schools in Oregon, 25 of which had already had health services set up, and then 14 of those 25 increased the mental health services available. The study showed that free and reduced lunch students reported more depressive episodes than those without free and reduced lunch. And then a greater likelihood of suicidal ideation at middle school and high schools than just the high schools. And then greater likelihood of suicide attempts at middle school than high school.
Okay, so ways to address this problem that we've looked at. One is following the Code of Ethics, this specific section and principle of it. Principle 1 talks about committing to the student, having obligations towards the student, and helping them realize their potential as a worthy member of society. And so part of this first principle mentions that you shall make a reasonable effort to protect the student from conditions harmful to learning or to health and safety, which would obviously correlate to also their mental health as well as their physical health. So ensuring that their needs are taken care of mentally and talking to them about what they're going through. Another thing we've looked at is helping to reduce or eliminate bullying hotspots, since the involvement of bullying is a trend and has been noticed as a trend across 37 different studies. So increasing monitoring in specific locations, either with cameras, teacher or student monitors, can help take bullying away from these specific areas, as they obviously wouldn't want to get caught. And you can also encourage students to speak out about what they are going through or what they have seen others going through, so teachers are aware of what is happening within the school.
So another thing we can do is get more mental health resources available for students. We can have a team of psychologists available, but we should not have just one. We should have multiple, and they should help with intrapersonal, interpersonal, and environmental concerns. Intrapersonal is themselves, interpersonal is with others, and environmental concerns is what's around them. And we should offer more funding for mental health teams. A study in Oregon showed a drop in cases of suicidal ideation and suicide attempts when they increased the amount of mental health teams available for the students compared to the schools who did not. So this just shows that the more that we provide for students, the more that they're willing to take the help that they need. And then we need to continue to stand up against hate. We need to demonstrate how to stand up against hate. Share statements about how diversity and differences are important. Protect the right to learn. And as educators, we must resist hate. Children and young people's mental health and well-being matters to us as educators. Thank you.